been like probably the craziest year of my life. Like this past year, I've been touring since September of last year, so almost a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've lived a lot of life this year. I think I've aged probably about 20 years. Got to get my back really cracked when I go home. I need a lot done.
Hi, I'm Hannah from NME, and at the moment I'm backstage at All Points East with Remi Wolf. Hello.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I am great. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Yeah.
So festival season, we're coming to the end of festival season.
Yeah, it's happened so fast.
How's it been for you?
Loads of ups and downs, I think, but incredibly fun and incredibly exhausting. And yeah, it's kind of everything. It's kind of been all of it. But I've had a good time, and yeah, I'm excited to be in London. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Have you got any particular sort of like festival highlights, maybe places you've not been before?
Yeah, I do. We were just talking about this, but I just went to Boardmasters in Cornwall, and that was amazing. So beautiful, so stunning. It felt almost more like a carnival, yeah, because there was a bunch of all these rides, like carnival rides and stuff, and it was really fun. And then just like on the beach. Body and Soul Festival in Ireland was pretty amazing. But yeah, I like it when I go into festivals not really knowing anything about the festival, because you don't have any expectations, and I think that low expectations is the key to happiness.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And you also did some dates of the Solar Power Tour. Is that right?
On the Solar Power Tour?
Yeah.
I did. Yeah, I did pretty much the whole US run with Lorde back in April and May of this year, which was honestly an amazing experience. And I would do it again in a heartbeat, because Ella's amazing. I love the whole team. Her whole band was awesome. And yeah, it was just awesome to be able to go into all these incredibly iconic theaters in the US and be able to experience them, and like both do a show and then watch an incredible show pretty much every night. So
that show is stunning.
Stunning
So
show. I mean, yeah, their stage production and her everything is incredible. Yeah.
And keeping it on live, you've just released a live EP, Live at the Electric Lady.
Yes, I did. Yes.
Why did you decide that was something you wanted to do? Did you grow up kind of listening to those live projects and watching those sort of like live sessions and things like that?
Yeah. Like a lot. I've kind of been a YouTube rat for a very long time. So
Excellent.
I love live renditions of things. I love covers. I love jazz. I love improv, and I love like off the cuff live stuff. And I don't know, I love live albums even more. Like I grew up listening to the Erykah Badu live album even more than the actual Baduism album, and I just love it so much. And also Electric Lady is just a very iconic studio, and is a breeze to work at. Like everybody that works there is just amazing at their job. So it was just a very fun time. And I was there with all my best friends, I pretty much went to college with everybody in my band.
Oh my God, amazing.
Yeah, and we were all just together jamming for 4 days. And at the end of it, we all got COVID and had to miss Christmas. And it was worth it, though. Really worth it.
You gave everyone a wonderful Christmas present with the project.
Thank you.
So.
Yeah.
And you covered a Frank Ocean song on it.
I did, yeah.
Why,
Pink and White.
Yeah, why did you want to do that? And were there other songs because you said you were jamming for 4 days, were there other songs you kind of jammed out on and you're like, nah, this is the one?
I was kind of going between Pink and White and Highway to Hell by AC/DC, which are incredibly different songs.
Yeah.
Yes. But I've been listening to AC/DC forever. I think I can kind of sing AC/DC in my sleep a little bit. Like, it's kind of just up my alley. I'm kind of a rock singer in some ways. But I wanted to kind of challenge myself with the Frank Ocean cover. It's such a incredible song. Mm-hmm. And I think I just wanted to give myself something to really like make my own. Yeah, in an interesting way, which I think I did. with that one. I'm honestly really proud of that whole project. It's one of my favorite things I've done.
Yeah, the reception seems like it's been amazing online as well.
Yeah, it's been great. Shocking. I don't know why, but thanks, guys. Yeah.
And kind of as a cover there, I saw recently you've been put a little list on Twitter of potential covers for tour. I wasn't sure if you were maybe joking there, or were they actually ones you're considering there?
Oh yeah, we're considering a lot. There's a lot. I'm also open to hearing cover suggestions for whoever's watching. Send me what you want. But yeah, I mean the list it's a pretty insane list. We got some Coldplay on there. We got some U2 on there. Yeah. We got some Steve Lacy on there. Frank Ocean. Yeah, I'm open to suggestions. But those are some good ones.
Yeah. Good starting point there.
Good starting point. Yeah.
And you're prepping for tour events. So how has that been? You've got the massive US tour.
Yes, I do.
I'm going to say it wrong. The Gwingle Gwongle tour.
The Gwingle Gwongle tour.
I mean, great.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. I am. We've been prepping for a while. There's a lot coming that I haven't done yet. A lot more stage production. A lot more lights, visuals. Preparation. A lot more preparation. I mean, I think my show's always going to be pretty off the cuff and improvised and jam band oriented in a way, and that's just kind of how I like to roll. But I wanted to make the show a little bit more special and a little bit more theatrical, I guess, in a way. And honestly, I think I was really inspired by Lorde's stage design and just watching that and seeing every night how impactful like a beautiful stage design can be. Like it really elevates a show. So I kind of wanted to do my own take on a elevated show. So I got some surprises and plans for you guys. Yeah.
Amazing. And it's now almost coming up to a year from Juno being released. You've had the deluxe edition being put out as well.
Yes.
How is it? I mean, this is a big question. But like, how has the past year been? How has it been since kind of releasing it and now being able to play it live as well?
Yeah. I mean, it's been like probably the craziest year of my life. Like this past year, I've been touring since September of last year, so almost a year.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've lived a lot of life this year. I think I've aged probably about 20 years. Got to get my back really cracked when I go home. I need a lot done. I need a doctor. Doctor, help me. Yeah, it's been amazing. Honestly, I really can't complain. I mean, of course, it's exhausting, and I'm constantly just like tired and going out of my mind a little bit, but I've managed to stay pretty sane throughout the entire process, and I've learned a lot, and what a beautiful world we live in, truly.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a beautiful world. Love it. And I love playing shows, and I love hanging out with my friends, man. Like I love hanging out with my friends, and that's like what I do all year. Just like on planes and in back lounges of festivals.
Yes, like this one. Yeah. And you put out a really moving statement for 1 year of Liquor Store, which I imagine a lot of fans have probably reached out to you about.
Yeah.
Why did you want to share that? Because it said in it was kind of the first time you'd done something like that.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I feel like I don't know if I'm the most open about myself online in a way that is telling everybody exactly what's going on. It's kind of the first time I've done that. I think I put most of my personal stuff in my music, and I just kind of let people interpret that how they will. But I don't know. I felt it was a really important part of my story and a really important part of that album. And yeah, I was pretty much sober the entire Juno writing process, and it was a pretty huge life adjustment for me at the time. And it just really deeply impacted me, and still has impacted me to this day. And like I said, like sobriety is not a linear thing. I've been through a lot of ups and downs with it in the past 2 years now. And it's something that I'm just continually trying to get to know. And yeah, I'm just trying to get to know myself better, like every day. And I don't know, I just thought it was important to share, and if people are going through that, or they want to make like a life change, or they're feeling depressed or just alone in any way, like I just wanted people to know that I like relate and I'm there with them. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's really amazing.
Thank you.
I imagine you as well, you probably have a lot of fans reaching out being like, seeing that they've maybe not seen someone being so open. How does that feel?
It felt amazing. I mean, as the day that I posted that, it was such an immediate flood of like love, and I was like crying in my car. 'Cause I was like, oh, like you realize that honesty is what people need. Like we all just are craving realness.
Yeah.
Realness. But we really are, and it's so lacking, I think, in our world and on the way that we live online, and it's hard to find the truth. And so it was a good wake-up call for me, and it was scary to share too, but it was a good wake-up call of just like, oh, this is like, that's what's important, like the truth and being a human and sharing our human experiences, because that's the only thing that brings us together, especially when there's so much distraction and so much bullshit that wants to tear us apart as like a race.
Absolutely. Kind of to finish, I want to maybe look to the future. You've put out a new song with Still Woozy.
Yeah.
So first, tell me about writing that track. How did that all come together?
Yeah, that was a really, really, really fun one. Sven was in LA. He visits sometimes, and I live there, so he'll hit me up whenever he comes through. And he was at a hotel kind of close to my house, so I went over there and we sat by the pool for like 3 hours and talked about life and drank pina coladas. And yeah, like just talked about life, got in the pool, and after we went over to my friend Jared's house and like immediately just wrote this song about exactly what we had just done and what we had talked about. And it came together so fast. It was incredible. And we didn't finish it that day, but like over the next couple months, we kind of went back and forth on it. He like wrote his verse and we kind of refined the production a bit. And yeah, I really never do collaborations because I don't like doing them unless they're with like close friends of mine or I feel comfortable. And that just was the most natural way that it ever could have come about. And it's like the only way I want to do anything. But yeah, love you, Sven. Hope you're good. He's amazing person. Love him so much.
Amazing. And do you think that's kind of like a standalone track? Is it maybe from a bigger project? Are you working on the next project at all?
I am working on a new project. Okay. I don't know if Pool's going to be on it. I think that one's out there and it's there to stay. But yeah, I'm definitely working on a lot of new music whenever I get time. And pretty much whenever I'm home from tour, I'm working on stuff. So it's coming together. I'm excited. I'm super excited, honestly, about all the stuff I've been working on recently.
Any new sounds you're exploring? Anything you can tell us, or top secret?
It's top secret, man. Yeah, sorry.
No, all good. Well, thank you so much for your time and talking to us today.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me. This was lovely. Thank you.